Hey guys, and welcome back to our channel. We are back with a new recap and review of the Challenge 41 Vets and New Threats. We are coming back from last episode with coming right after the elimination where Olivia sent Aleka home. And Olivia, she's the winner of the challenge, but she is also fired up because now she has like a new enemy number one in Leo, who is kind of riding on this. He has a lot of confidence about winning and trying to rally
The
the new
rookies.
threats, the rookies together, but he is too loud with his planning, too obvious. Like it's like kind of like calm it down. He has totally created enemies where I don't think it needed to be like straight up enemies besides you being a rookie and me being a vet. Sure, we're against each other in that way, but his talking and his I think his ego has made more enemies than he needed.
Yeah. Also, these rookies, I feel like still not understanding the game. Like, if y'all gonna call yourself an alliance, act like an alliance. Don't have alliances within alliances and still be acting as if y'all two. Like, you can have your individual alliance, but don't say y'all one big family when y'all not sticking to the words that y'all literally set for yourselves.
I mean, but that's how everybody be because even in this episode, we see like Anissa and Olivia hugged and everything. So we know Anissa and Olivia are their own alliance in the vets. And even like Nani and all of them
But
were
the vets are
like,
not saying to have one big alliance. They just saying we need to keep vets
the
here
vets are saying we're vet strong or whatever.
because they are vet strong. They
But
understand.
but but
They
they have alliances
understand.
within that.
Yeah, they understand. That's the difference. They never said they're one big alliance. They just said, look here, we just not coming after each other too. We need to come after each other, and that's
Hmm.
we can have our alliances and everything. But the Rooks are saying, hey, we're our team. We're
Hmm.
gonna get the vets out. We're gonna stick together. Like, but it's not. That's not what it's playing as. But
Yeah, it's not playing that way because it's subsects within all these groups.
yeah,
And I think it was Nani was saying like Olivia, which once again, I do not fault Anissa. Nani said like I think it was Nani, said or somebody. She said like Olivia is Anissa's number one, but she don't think Olivia. Anissa is Olivia's number one, which is probably true because I'm sure Theo is her
yeah,
number one,
yeah.
or whoever. But which is probably true, but she is more her number one than
And
she
y'all
is
are.
for any of you. Huh?
Then it was Michaela, Aviv, and Ashley, I believe, because they all share a room.
Yeah, than them. So I totally understand Anissa um being more loyal to Olivia. These vets within the vet alliance, she has not been able to trust the vets her whole 20, 30 year, whatever career.
Mhm.
And she can trust them, but she can trust them knowing that she is not at the top of their list. And so I found somebody who has made me the top of their list. And so I don't find a problem with it. Like I don't find a problem with her not going to Nani's side, not going to CT side or whoever, because these people historically have not had her back against other people. So yeah, choosing you. So I'm with her. I'm with you, girl. Um so we keep moving forward. And not a lot happened before the actual challenge. Um
It was
what you
more
about to say?
so it was more so setting up a lot of stuff. I think Will and Leo had a conversation, and they were basically discussing that it's okay to make big moves. And I think even not Will, Jake and Leo were discussing that. And I think even Jake was like, oh, I think I'm gonna have to, sit back a little on Leo because he's causing more problems than um what we need. But
Hmm.
we get into the daily challenge, what
Hmm.
called
And the daily challenges, the challenge and elimination, I thought were really good. I thought they were good in the sense of entertainment. You didn't think they were? I thought they were good.
um
No?
yeah, I don't know how I feel about the daily.
The
Um
daily? Okay.
yeah, the daily was called drive me crazy. So to begin, one team member drives a go-kart 5 laps around the racetrack. Once complete,
Mm,
their partner has 5 minutes to solve a puzzle. If they cannot solve the puzzle in the time frame, the driver must complete another 5 laps before they continue solving the puzzle for another 5 minutes, and that will repeats when they or if they actually do solve the puzzle. Or after they solve the puzzle or time it out after 15 minutes. Team members
mm,
switch and repeat the process until they complete all 4 puzzles.
mm,
Afterwards, one team member must drive the final lap. The first team to finish while wins and being able to save a team, while the last place team is automatically sent into the arena. Um,
mm.
Anissa and
They
CT
did good.
on paper
You
was
said they what?
they were good. I think
Oh,
Anissa and CT.
yeah, they were good. It's just
Just
the when it
CT's
came to
body weight
the
came top
yeah,
like
when it came to the
1,000.
go-kart, which I think they should have a like a go-kart that is appropriate for his weight and body
But then I think
because
it wouldn't be a ghost cart. I think the way
huh?
go karts are built is built to. I mean, yeah,
Okay,
it's
but you
not built for
obviously see
everybody,
that
but
this go-kart cannot hold his weight or is at least unfairly
slowing him
slowing
down.
him down compared to everybody. So we are not at a level playing field.
Yeah,
Like it's not an equal thing. So we need the heavy duty go-kart or whatever you need to do to
even
reinforce this
yeah,
that I can move as fast as everybody else.
yeah.
Because
Even
as we'll
Gabe
see later
had
on.
Yeah,
Mhm.
even Gabe had issues because he is taller than most players and a little bit more stockier. So he couldn't fit in his go-kart either. So he pretty much was sitting on the back seat, like, because I can't even
Yeah.
hit the gas and the brake when I need to.
Yeah. Yeah. So I think that was a little, I don't know. But like I said, this season, they've been doing good with the editing because the way that they edited that at first made me think like CT and Anissa were gonna do bad in this challenge, which they didn't at all. But the editing made me think that. And I was like, okay, editors, once we saw what was happening. But throughout this whole challenge, at the beginning, CT had a little trouble with the lab, but once he got to the puzzles, we knew CT was going to do good at the puzzles. That's what he do. And Anissa did great as well. So as a team overall, they did good. And I think most teams did okay until it came to the puzzles.
Yeah.
We saw, go ahead. What
I
you
was
gonna
gonna say, I
say?
think it was the second puzzle where they had to stack the blocks on top of each other. We
Mhm.
Theo and Ashley started in the lead, but once they got to that second puzzle,
Yeah.
it
Yeah.
was
Theo had so much trouble that Ashley could not contain it anymore. Ashley
That's,
was being
I would say
so
the
mean.
editing with her, how they made her red and like the fire breathing and like the distorted
She
voice. Like
she did not have any patience for Theo. And I
that's been
mean,
a
she was doing
reoccurring theme with her all season. Like Ashley does
yeah, she
not
was
have
doing a
patience
bit,
with any of her partners, and she
yeah, she was
like
doing a
want
bit
to
much.
yeah, and she want to claim like she's like this best like all arounder, but you're not up there in the leaderboard either.
Yeah. And even if you're good as a like competitor or whatever, if you are a terrible partner, people are not going to want to pick you for things in future seasons
Uh,
or whatever because it's like um she's gonna go crazy if I mess up even a little bit or not have patience to get me up this hill or blah blah. That's why like if I was like a woman on the challenge, I wouldn't have picked people like what's his name, Zach, and people Fessy, people that won't support you in the challenge. It's similar the opposite way as well. It's like, okay, I'm not gonna pick Ashley because let me trip and fall or let me mess up for a second.
Let
She
me
gonna
break
call
my
me all types of
ankle and
bees.
my
You said what?
let me break my ankle, and then all of a sudden I'm just
Yeah, I'm
sitting
just
out
gonna
of the
sit this out,
sun.
okay? So yeah, I think that attitude, even if somebody is like, going frustratingly slow or they don't know how to solve it, it's not gonna help. It's gonna make them even more flustered knowing that you behind their back breathing, calling them all types of names and stuff. That ain't gonna make me go faster.
You're not
Not
doing it
me.
best yourself.
Yeah, it ain't gonna make me go fast. It's gonna make me more flustered and maybe make me a little more indifferent too, also, because now you're making me upset. And I'm
I
trying
feel
my
like I
best.
had an eating challenge, yeah, or trivia, but I guess them coming. But we'll
Yeah.
talk about partners later on.
Mhm.
Also another standout was Leo and Nani.
Yeah.
They started um the end, they were struggling on the second or third puzzle, I believe, as well. But that last one, Leo was the only one who was able to get it in the first try, and he was able to take the win over CT and Anissa. And surprisingly, um, yeah. So this is
I
Nani.
think CT and Anissa finished that. Well, first of all, Leo and Nani got to the puzzle at like fourth or fifth, but everybody had took so long on that puzzle. Even Anissa and CT had done the puzzle like twice already, and so they were in the lead because they were at the puzzle first. They already have tried to finish it twice and couldn't do it, so they had to lap around again. Not Theo, Leo got there on his first try and got the puzzle, which put CT finished it first, and Leo finished it like maybe a couple 10 seconds after CT, but he was able to overtake CT in the laps, which is like because that thing can't hold CT, which I was like, he probably gonna pass him because CT, they've already said he's going slower because his body weight in that go-kart. So I already figured Leo was gonna pass him because he wasn't too far behind. He didn't have much of a lead.
Yeah.
So yeah, Leo and Nani took that win. So that's two on Leo, which as soon as he won, I was like, this guy is gonna do even more, which is
I'm
crazy.
surprised they didn't have time play into it because I get it, laps and everything, so you can overtake somebody, so you can start in last and automatically shoot to third if everybody else is doing bad. But I do wish like time had a say in it a little bit, because I do think it's not fair. Well, I don't know how I feel. It's just like Leo and Nani to go from like dead last to like first place is just I don't know a
I
little.
mean, but that could happen. I don't think
I
time should
understand that
play
it can
into
happen,
it.
but that's why I say I wish time would have played into it a little bit. Like the team that done it the fastest, not necessarily who finished first, if that makes sense.
Done what the fastest though?
Like the whole course.
Okay.
Yeah. Instead of just being you finish this one puzzle first, now you skyrocket into first place.
But they did the, I don't get it.
They
If
didn't
they
do the
finished
like
first,
their time. So let's say for example, Ashley and Theo, or let's say like for Anissa and CT, like they did the course the fastest, if I'm not mistaken, or let's just say hypothetically. So even though Leo and Nani finished first, they will still be first place winners
no. How did they finish the course faster?
because they were at all the checkpoints before everybody.
That don't mean you didn't finish the entire course or that one. They made
The
up
entire
for
course
the,
because they didn't have to. So let's say because if each puzzle is 5 minutes and it only took me 1 minute to do it at these other three stations, that's faster than everybody
but
else.
you wasted your time on the other one, which is why you were behind me.
But I'm saying
You're,
hypothetically, if they did the last puzzle, even if they did 10 minutes, let's say, longer, but every other course they did it within a minute, that would be like, let's say, my math is gonna be wrong.
no, but the
It's gonna
time
be
is
like,
the time is distributed
that's what
somewhere
I
else.
understand that, but I'm saying I wish it was more so the time it took to complete the course and not whether you completed the course first. So
No,
CT
I
and
don't. Maybe I'm not understanding. You
so
complete the
let's let
course
me
the
finish.
same
So
time.
let's say CT. So it was 5 minutes to do each. CT and
Mm,
Anissa only had to repeat that last one. So let's say they did it twice. That's 10 minutes compared to the other for one puzzle compared to the other four they did in a minute. So that's
mm,
15 or that's 14 or 15 minutes. Whereas
mm,
let's say Theo and Ashley took 15 minutes to do the third
mm,
puzzle versus maybe two or every time Theo did one, it was like 10 minutes added. So they will still be dead last, whether
mm.
instead of wherever they placed that. So they will be the
Yeah.
place team instead of Izzy and not
No,
Izzy.
it was
Tate
Tate and
and Jeremy.
Jeremy. No, Tate wasn't with Jeremy.
No,
Tate and Will.
no, Tate
Was it
was
Tate and Will?
no Izzy was
No,
with
no, no. You're right. It was
them.
Tate and Jeremy.
Yeah.
Yes, I think.
So
But
Ashley and
okay.
Theo will still be last place instead of where they finished at in like I think like sixth or seventh. You see what I'm saying?
Mm, yeah.
So it's time based, so instead of course based.
Okay. Okay.
Because Theo or because everybody else were timing out or still stuck at puzzles, it was more so laps. So let's say if I got to the puzzle in second place and everybody time out after me, and then you get there and you finish the puzzle first, you jump from 12 to second.
Okay.
So that's what I'm saying. Like the course, because it was based on the course, I can be dead
Mhm.
last, and all I got to do is really, honestly, hope y'all do worse than me, and I'll still win.
Yeah. I mean, but that's how most of the challenge go.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
You
I just
fin
wish it was a little, different. That way,
yeah.
we get to some of the places. I think hurt,
Mm.
but overall, I think it was an okay challenge.
Yeah,
Um,
I thought it was good.
Yeah, we get back to the house, and this is where some of the politics play into play. We get another bus scene, or maybe it was early in the episode. We get another bus scene where Leo is rallying the troops that there's not going to be no rook on rook crime. And then the first thing everybody says is, "Let's get rid of Izzy." Some of the vets start throwing Janae name out there because she essentially came in 3 weeks late, so they don't have no ties to her, so they can still get the Vex out. But yeah, it was just chaotic energy.
But so even though they are rookie, and sorry, even though they are saying they're playing together, they're not scared, all this stuff, they're still playing safe as rookies.
Yeah.
Because why would John Nate be the name you say if you're trying to get out people for real? You're in power, but Nani is your partner, so maybe you can't make too bold the moves because you know she's a vet. She ain't gonna be going for that. But you gotta pick John as your move to get out the vets. Why not say more like prominent vets, Turbo, CDT, whoever.
Maybe.
Um, yeah, Olivia, whoever. Yeah, exactly. So even though they are like, oh, we're not scared, we're gonna go for the vets, they're like, let's start at the bottom. Like not that Johnny at the bottom, but let's start at people who don't have real connections, don't
So
not
we
gonna
keep
ruffle
our
any
hands
feathers.
clean.
Huh?
We can keep our hands clean and all that stuff.
Yeah, so I'm like, so you're not really playing for real, for real. Y'all just talking for real right now. And also I don't fault the rookies for the Izzy stuff because she's going behind their back and telling stuff. So I understand Izzy's trying to keep herself safe, Olivia kept her safe, whatever. But also
Don't
she
make it
is
obvious.
like
If you're gonna be an informant, don't make it obvious.
yeah,
If you telling her
you're gonna be
information
the one
that
we go
only the
for.
rookies know that they know, like at least
Yeah.
kind of like don't say it like at least tell Olivia don't say it like this, don't say it like that. Just say that Janae name is being told, or they're going for a vet. But let's just say hypothetically, you want to say they're going for Janae. Make it seem like that she's not feeding you information. Like Olivia is literally saying, "Yeah, I heard they're going for Janae, so what we gonna do?"
Mhm.
Like.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. So you are an informant, you telling all about our rookie meetings. So yeah, it's reasonable that we try to get you out. Like I don't think you can be mad about that. You're telling our secrets.
And Michaela, once again, she's everything in these confessionals. She was talking about how Leo is the first to not, be easily manipulated. He's not afraid to call the big shots, but she was at the same time like, well, that's cute and all, but he still gotta go. Like he's the one. Long as he's not calling no shots on me, and I can
Yeah.
have that. So I do love Michaela. And then she said something else later on that also tickled me pink. Um,
Yeah.
but we also see that Nani and Will are hooking up, and
The editing of the whole scene with Nani and Will hooking up, I was so surprised. I was like, they have never made this such a prominent thing. You know what I mean? People
yeah,
probably hook up in the
this was
challenge all the
what
time.
she's like. It's been a long time, I guess, because
Yeah.
so it's
People probably
like,
hook up in the challenge all the time. Like, that's probably, that is a thing, I'm sure.
yeah.
And when they over here um airing her
Trying to get the D
sounds.
report.
You said what?
Trying to get the D report.
Yeah,
Like,
I was
is
like,
it
why are
good?
they airing like all her business? Like
Even Anisha
they
was
gonna show the
like,
footage, they showing the footage of her making noises. I was like, they've
calling his
never done this
name.
before.
She was
Huh?
calling out his name. I was like,
Yeah.
dang.
Also, I'm very surprised that she would do that in the room with other people. She was so
That no, she's in the room. Like the fact that I don't know, I guess she was just in the mood. But the fact that because one, they got busted. At first I thought they was laughing at something else when they said busted. Because I thought it was more so like quick pumper type of thing. And he
yeah,
was But Cedric looked down and then Naughty left and it was like, we already called, so let me go back in.
But did they think they weren't gonna get caught?
Then it was like, okay, let's be respectful. Let's go to the bathroom. Like, but the
I think
it was pretty
the
crazy.
editing should have gave them their privacy, but I guess they didn't care about privacy, so I
Because
guess
then
the
they went
editing
from
don't count.
dark to the night lights. They had turned on the like infrared or whatever. Like
Yeah, I was like, okay, I feel like they've never put this much emphasis on a hookup in a challenge like this. So, and then for the producers to ask her all her business, I was like, okay,
yeah.
producers. But
It
yeah,
was
so we
funny and
see.
Leroy talking about it was funny Leroy and Anissa talking about
Oh
not
yeah, they talked
being
about it in the morning too.
bent over and Anissa twerking and everything. Like
Yeah, they did talk about it in the morning too. But yeah, I was like, that was a segment that they focused on. But
um
so
get
oh,
to
go ahead. I'm sorry.
nominations.
Yeah.
And we still don't know where everybody lies at. There's a couple of names going around, mainly John A, D, and Sydney. And then we get to the actual nominations where it was kind of interesting, kind of how the votes played out. Um, so everybody essentially voted for, or they started with D, and then they moved into Izzy, and Izzy was a little surprised, and it was Michaela for me because she was like, I'm gonna vote for Izzy because one, she has said something, but it was
She
the
said, I don't got no problems with you. I don't got no problems with you. She said, I don't want to be on Turbo Bad side. So it's you, Izzy.
I found that funny because she already knew that Turbo. She's like, I don't want that. I don't want that man problem.
Yeah, she said, I don't want no problems with Turbo.
She said, I'm good. I'm just gonna vote for you. We do see that there was some burn votes out there for like Sydney and Anissa. And we get to
So the team that was selected was Izzy.
yeah,
Izzy and Will to go against Tate. So Izzy against Tate.
yeah. But I was gonna
Tay. Is her
say,
name Tay or
oh
Tate?
yeah,
Tate.
hey. I was gonna say it was interesting, or Will was taken surprised by D voting for him. I think he guessed it was a personal thing. He's still a little hooked up, even though, he
Yeah,
was
he was like, wow. And then he was like, she's again, but I don't, that wasn't the reason. This is
yeah,
like a vote from everybody.
yeah.
He took that more personal than it actually was. And I don't think she even thought about the fact that you're connected to Izzy. I don't think she even cared in regards to that.
Yeah, and then Janae, not Janae, Adrian voted for Janae, but she was the only one to voice her opinions and basically was like, it doesn't matter what I do essentially because it's already going to be Izzy. So, so I do like that some of the rookies aren't afraid to, speak their opinions and stuff of that nature. I find that kind of refreshing. But I think that's pretty much it. We hear why they are doing what they're doing. And then we get into the elimination, which is called Pick It Up Again, where each contestant has 5 columns in the arena. They must throw a ball into one of the two chutes of the game board, collect bricks and stack them on their columns while the ball rolls down the board, and catch the ball before it falls on the end. If the contestant fails to catch the ball in time, the bricks they are carrying do not count. And the first contestant to stack 7 bricks on each of their 5 columns, I believe, is the winner. Um,
I think this was a good challenge. I really
I
like
do
this
like the
challenge.
challenge. I don't like the players in it. I mean, I get that you can't. I wish that they vote in the arena versus before, because I just feel like again they can vote however they want. They can throw in whoever they want. I get that part. It's not that, but I just don't like eliminations where it's not evenly matched and it loses the.
But how is it not evenly matched? I think it was fine. And also, I don't think you should
I think
vote in the
Tay
arena.
was
That would give too much advantage. That's
exactly.
why they wouldn't do it.
Because
No, you shouldn't give
if
nobody
I
the
want to,
advantage.
if somebody, if let's say we get Olivia in the arena and it's a pole wrestle, best believe I'm putting in the strongest girl against her. Like,
Okay, but that's why you don't see it because I'm sure they wouldn't want that would control too much of the outcome. Yeah, I don't think they should vote in the arena. And that's why that's never been a real thing anyways. Well, sometimes they do.
yeah,
Um, but but yeah,
I'm
I'm
looking at
glad
this.
they
So
don't
on
vote in the
paper,
arena.
yes, they were evenly matched, but this for this particular elimination, I don't think they were. I don't think Izzy had the endurance, and I think she was easily frazzled. Where
And
Tay,
wait, I want to say even if they saw this elimination and they voted there. We don't know. This elimination was a bunch of random stuff that wouldn't have told me what to happen. I see a basketball hoop. I see some bricks. I see some
but if I see
podiums.
like,
I don't know what is it.
let's say for example, this was last episode, right, with Leica and Olivia. If I see basketball hoops or some type of basketball attraction, I'll put the basketball player in there. Or I'm not going to put her in there. Well, let's say if I'm trying to get Leica out, or no, that's not a good. Or let's say Olivia was already going in, and when we get to the arena, it's between Leica and who was the other person last week? It was between
Olivia.
uh,
Oh, I don't know.
Leica and Anissa. And if I'm trying to get rid of Olivia, then yeah, I'm putting Leica in. But if I'm trying to get rid of or if I'm trying to keep Olivia in, I see basketball. Looking at athletic ability, I will put Olivia over Anissa.
Hmm. Well, I don't think they should be able
Or
to
let's
see,
say,
but
for example, this was a
I think it
male
wouldn't have been.
elimination, and let's say I'm trying to get rid of bananas or something. I'm putting somebody tall in there. So Theo, I'm sorry, but you're going down there. Like you can easily get that first one up there, and you can get rid of
Mm,
bananas. So it's that type
mm,
of thing that I think it plays into kind of how some of these matchups would change. Even like the Ben and Derek thing. Like if I'm
mm,
trying to get rid of Derek and I see a Hall brawl and my options are Gabe and Ben, I'm putting Gabe in there over Ben. You see what I'm saying?
mm,
Like,
mm.
or if it's like if it's gay, or let's say Ben still went down there, I would put somebody like Justin or somebody who's like a little bit more lanky to kind of match with Ben. I wouldn't put a beast like Turbo in there. He would kill Ben.
See, you killed it.
So
Well,
yeah,
with this challenge, I feel like the best strategy was to like remain calm under pressure. I think what's her name? What's her name? Izzy starting off and like bumping into that podium really like rattled her a little bit. She was already frazzled from that. And then plus for the longest time, I don't believe she could hear people tell her to fix it or she didn't know what they was talking about.
but I
So
mean,
that
you run it back and forth. You'll see that that's not a like
But
a
she was
motion.
she did I don't think maybe she didn't realize
Pieces
what
were
they were
even
saying.
leaving,
Yeah, I don't think she realized they were saying because why would she keep stacking on there? I don't think she realized what they were saying.
but she still
And
can see it. Even if I can't hear them, I
but
can
she running
still
back and
see.
forth. I ain't got time to worry.
But I
I
can
don't think she
clearly
really
see when you're
noticed
pitting.
for real.
Come on, Gigi. If you're pitting something on a slant, you know you're pitting something on a slant.
She's just trying to hurry up and go though. But I think yeah, her messing up at that beginning really, I think threw her off her game. And Tay was calm the whole time, stacking her things and just slow and steady. I mean, she wasn't really slow either, but just steady wins the race really. And overall, that's I think that's what got her the win. Izzy stacked and her stuff fell a couple times and or two times I think, and we didn't see Tay's fall at all.
Yeah.
And so she was able to get that win.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, I understand it. It's just a little lackluster for me. It was a good, I mean, the elimination I think would have been better if it was a different opponent, but for what it was
I
still nice.
I like this elimination. I don't think it was
Like I
boring.
said,
Like
it's
we
nothing
see
wrong with the
boring,
elimination itself. I just didn't like the player Tay went against. Nothing to her fault or detriment. It's just I don't think they
yeah,
on paper he
yeah. We
or something else. It probably would have been a little bit better, but I just felt like once it started, it was kind of one sided, and I don't like one sided.
yeah. Yeah, we've seen boring eliminations, and I thought this was good. I thought this was a good elimination, but I don't have anything really like. invested in Izzy or like Tate.
Mm.
Like I'm not on either side, or they're on the same side. They're on the same side. So I mean, I wasn't like against anybody or anything. So, Izzy is gone. Tate's back in the game, but so now Will is the hangnail for the next episode for the guys. So we will see how that goes. And they picked new partners. And we're gonna.
We
Oh,
love
and TJ let them know that basically the points are gonna culminate and come together to whoever has the most points gets to pick who their partner will be for the rest of the season when it comes to that time. Gets first pick of their who their partner will be.
I don't like that.
You
That's
know?
That's a waste of points. Like that's a waste of points. Cause like what's the point? Like we already know, I mean, like we could have used these points for the elimination or to get
Mm,
into the final, you gotta collect them. I think they should have kept that. Maybe the next elimination could have been instead of getting 8 points, the way you like they've been doing, the way you finish is the way you would pick your partners, and then the points automatically, is still being counted for the final, like how the red skulls is. You got to have a red skull or gold star to get into the final. The
mm,
team, the 5 guys, 5 girls who have the most points will be into the final. Now it's just like
yeah.
now we're done with points. It's like, eh. So we know it's going to be a. So
But
we
we don't know when
know.
that's gonna come into play. I don't think it was supposed to be next episode. He said coming soon, like it'll be
I
coming
mean,
up.
once they run out of, they're already starting to be repaired again. So I think after this episode is going to be because they're starting to get. I
Because they
think.
gotta have enough rookies and enough vets to be even.
Yeah. So yeah. Don't know how that's gonna play out. I do hope Michaela, I think she's in the lead, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah,
Mm.
Michaela is in the lead with 38 points. So hopefully, she pick Jeremy, so she can lock in that win. But Will is second place. Olivia, hopefully she don't choose Theo. Because if she choose Theo, she set herself up to go home. Well, she can't choose Theo anyway, so because he's
Yeah, it gotta be a rookie.
but Olivia isn't not Michaela, Will, Olivia, Cedric, Jeremy, Anissa, surprisingly, Sydney, Turbo. Those are our top players. So that will be right now the order that they're going in.
Mm.
So we'll see. Next week we see that Theo might get medical DQ'd. And then we also see CT climbing up that podium and Turbo like, look here, bro, you can climb now, huh? You can get up.
Well, now
Uh,
y'all got on me so bad. I guess I gotta face my fears and do
it
this.
don't look
So
good, you know.
I don't fault your CT.
I don't fault
So
him, but it does look a little suspicious that
but like you talked about me so bad the time before. So now I'm trying to push through. Who knows what it is? We'll see what happens next week. What happens and what the circumstances are and what is the difference uh between both. But yeah. But that is our recap and review of episode 7, I think. Please like and subscribe. Leave us a comment down below. Let us know what you thought of the episode, and we will see you on our next one. Peace.